Ethan was a 12-year-old intelligent and curious boy who lived in his village, Norville. Like other children, he played and had fun, but his mind was always filled with questions. The biggest question that troubled him was, what is the truth? One day, he asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, what is truth?" His grandfather smiled and said, "Son, truth is something that never changes. No matter how much the world changes, the truth remains the same." Hearing this, Ethan's mind filled with even more questions. If truth never changes, then why do people lie? Why is the truth sometimes hidden? Determined to find answers, he decided to search for the truth. One day, Ethan went to the forest near his village, where he saw an old farmer cutting down a tree. The farmer looked very tired, but he kept chopping the tree. Ethan asked, "Grandpa, why are you cutting down this tree?" The farmer replied, "Son, this tree blocks the sunlight from reaching my crops, so I have to cut it down." Ethan was surprised because he had always heard that trees are beneficial for people. Confused, he went to an elder in the village and asked, "Grandpa, is cutting down a tree right or wrong?" The elder smiled and said, "Son, the world is not as simple as black and white. Truth sometimes appears different depending on the perspective. For the farmer, the tree is harmful, but for nature, it is precious. Truth is always close to goodness, but sometimes, it must be understood from different angles." Ethan realized that truth is not always one-sided. To understand it fully, one must look at it from every perspective. There was a man in the village named Robert who deceived people and took their money. One day, Ethan saw Robert selling fake medicine to a poor man in the marketplace. Ethan asked his teacher, Mr. James, "Sir, if someone lies all the time, can they ever speak the truth?" Mr. James said, "Son, truth is like light and lies are like darkness. People who lie cannot remain in darkness forever because light eventually overcomes the dark." A few days later, Robert's fraud was exposed, and people started avoiding him. The money he earned dishonestly soon disappeared. Ethan saw with his own eyes the consequences of lies and understood the power of truth. Ethan was beginning to understand that truth is not just a fixed idea but something that must be discovered. One day, he asked his mother, "Mom, I will always speak the truth, no matter what. Is that a good thing?" His mother smiled and said, "Son, speaking the truth is a very good habit, but truth should always be spoken with kindness and love. Sometimes, saying the truth harshly can hurt people." Ethan understood his mother's words. Truth should be shared with wisdom and compassion. One day, while sitting by the river, Ethan was deep in thought when a wise man approached him. The wise man asked, "Son, what are you thinking about?" Ethan replied, "I am searching for the truth." The wise man laughed and said, "Son, truth is not locked in books, nor is it limited to the words of teachers or elders. Truth is what brings light to your heart, leads you to do good deeds, and allows you to live in peace while spreading kindness to others." Hearing this, a light of understanding sparked in Ethan's heart. He realized that truth is not just in words but in actions. Truth is what brings peace to one's soul and benefits others as well. Ethan's search for truth was not over, but he now understood that truth could take many forms. The greatest truth is the one that leads to justice, love, and goodness. From that day forward, Ethan decided that he would always speak the truth, but with kindness, love, and wisdom. He would never deceive others but instead help them and live his life in the light of truth. Because the real truth is the one that exists in both heart and action. If you like listening to such stories, then subscribe to our channel 7 O'Clock Stories, and if you like the video, then like and share the video and be sure to express your opinion.